to go. Rip headphone users me. I'm so sorry. That's what I get for messing up. I'm so sorry. We can try putting on wavelength gain. That is very loud. What? What did you say? I don't want music. I would like to not have music. There we go. It's vibing, but also wanted to do it. What the fuck is Razor Chroma? Oh. Edge scrolling. Edge! No. Quality very low. We can do ultra. Actually, let's go with medium. That. How about ultra? We can actually run ultra. Cool. Do not, please. This whole fucking time been making a bank for the bucket build on PC part picker for community to build to. Oh my god, that is so awesome. Thank you, Kaz. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Whoa. I think we can game career. How to build a PC. Oh, there's like a section here. We'll go over it. I don't know if the games thingies is... Did I crash the game? I just want to run Sky with all the sex spots. Minecraft if they had sex in it. Isn't it Cult of the Lamb adding sex? I need to like figure out the Cult of the Lamb playthrough. This does not include a monitor, mouse, or keyboard. Operating system of the will to live. You're on your own with that last one. True. Sometimes building Link. Can you send that to the Discord server? Yes, his lamb is doing a sex. Oh my god. They got like so many followers from that. Man, I wish I could read. Oh, we'll read it out loud. No way. That sign can't stop me because I can't read. How to build a PC mode. In this tutorial, you'll learn about the main components of a PC and how they go together. Oh, let's go. First, we need to remove the side panels of the case so we can install the components inside. Click, hold, remove side panel. This case is like the skeleton of the PC. No, it's an... That's... Like, yes. That's also like the skin. Hold on, go back! I'm already lost! Oh, we can pan the camera. Neat. It can also provide a dash of style to build. True. You can pay more for like a clear case or a case that supports... The case has to be compatible. It has to be big enough for everything that you're fitting in there. It has to, The song slaps. It's an exoskeleton. But, okay. It can, it's a click that. Click, hold, or move. Oh, we can rotate the camera. Okay, so both side panels. Great! Next up, we'll install the power supply unit. This provides the power to all of the components. It lives behind a PSU mount, which needs to be removed before the PSU can be installed. PU! You're PSing you! That made me chuckle. Boo! Bad joke! Too bad! It made a clip. Unsubscribe! No! This thing. We have to remove it. And we have to unscrew the screws. One. Oh, those are. Give me back my $5, mister! I already ate it. I'm sorry. I ate it. These are the shelves where you can put things like the disk drives and stuff. But we would have to do things. This panel doesn't allow for DVD drives. Put a DVD drive in your computer. Do it. It is so worth it. Put in a DVD drive. I know physical media is dying, but I love DVD drives. I love running DVDs and watching them and owning the physical media. At least PS5 can play DVDs, which I'm very thankful for, but also I miss Blu-ray drive for the win. Oh yeah, Blu-ray exists. No, never. Disc drives, as in like putting in like a DVD or a Blu-ray. PS5 has no games, so the DVD drive is a must. Well, also, I love it because me and Cody share his PS4 games. His physical PS4 copies, because that's what he used to use. So then it's great. Go my era. Put in a fucking zip drive. The zip drive is the physical drive. But, oh wow, this is the, it tells you which one is which. This is the PSU. Modular ports. Oh, it tells us. These ports allow you to attach, I want to rotate it. Give me a floppy disk. I love floppy disks. Get a floppy disk drive. Put it in your PC. Do it. Actually, don't they make USB? Floppy disk drives? Cause I still have some floppy disk drives actually that have like a shit ton of fonts on them for like Print Shop. Print Shop is such a good program. I love old programs that have a shit ton of clip art. Floppy what? Floppy dick. Ooh, this is colors. Listen, I have ADHD. I'm autistic and ADHD. Listen, I get distracted easily. Physical media, my beloved. I know physical media is kind of outdated and a lot of things don't like want you to use physical media, but I like being able to own things on an actual physical thing that's like, hey, you own this. It is yours. It cannot be taken away by our weird licensing thing. Brain go brr. Also, because I like permanently having DVDs that are my favorite, because I hate when, like, certain movies I love go off streaming services. Like, server update posted, link is to, make sure to read it and maybe tell the chat too. One solar flare and all digital media proof. Exactly! Exactly! What are we gonna do if we have, like, a huge solar flare and we can't use the computers properly? We'll have to use the DVD players. And then we won't have our digital media, and we can just use the physical things. And it'll be so helpful if something like that happens. Hopefully it doesn't. I did not cause the solar flare. I did not cause the solar flare for companies to start thinking about their actions before everyone starts a revolution. I did not do that. That wasn't me. I do not control the sun. I am not that powerful. I'm going to read the server update. Where is it? Org. Yes, it has come to everyone's attention that you would like to learn about PCs, PC building, and also a decent system for a not bad budget. I spent the afternoon putting together a bang for the buck system and parts list on PCPartPicker.com. I'll be pinning the link here. I'll try and make an updated list every month and answer any questions that y'all have about tech. Whenever you're asked, Just at me or DM me and they are open. Hell yeah. Thank you, Kaz. That's really awesome. Also, I'm gonna put the Discord link in there for anyone. There's also, you can also access my Discord at any time through my server thing, and also we host giveaways. We have like a lot of cool things for the community. It's for everyone to be included. And hang out and stuff. Cause I like really been like wanting to focus more on like things that are like interactive with y'all, and like that's why I like infinite games on stream, because then I can like pause and then not like be like, oh no, I need to continue this story, where it doesn't matter because we're just all having fun vibing. Total price for the bill just under $30 USD. That is really good price. That's really good. I like that a lot. But yeah, the PC parts picker, another good option for like trying to if you like don't want to start with that list for whatever reason, or if like you have an idea for like a specific thing, can it run Crysis? It probably could. You could like look up the specs for like what Crysis's requirements are, and then like build it based on that. Although I know Crysis is very old and it's probably not a good idea to build it off that, but you could run a lot of like 2010s games probably. Full system, semi-future proof with a 4 terabyte M.2 drive and a 3060 12 gigabyte edition. If you bitch about it not doing work, you don't know how to PC. This bitch can run Crysis on RTX Unreal graphics. Ooh. Does this? Oh, it went back. I wanted to rotate it. Oh, left click to rotate it. So these are the modular ports, which is what we looked at, right? Yes. So the cables are not attached in there. There's also... Oh my god! Raid back! Hi, Leoto-san! How was your stream? Thank you so much for raiding. I really appreciate it. My hand is covering my head. A bunch of... I love the bombs that fall when... Shout out to Leoto-san! Thank you so much. You were playing Crisis Core, Final Fantasy... I don't know that number. I can't read Roman. But thank you. How was your stream? What'd you do? I mean, that was what you did. I'm sorry. I'm used to doing the default thingies. Final Fantasy 7. Oh yeah, that's the one that's the... Not Cloud. Cloud? Sora? Yes. And the Sephiroth. That's from that game, right? I don't know. I need to play Final Fantasy games. Those... I feel like prequel to the main story. Oh, neat! I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. We might get into them. We might stream them? Because they're so long? Maybe? Ow. We're also, hi Raiders, I'm Iris. I'm your local non-binary disabled fairy guy. Magical fairy boy, and we make cool things, and we're doing a really bad PC building educating stream where we're discussing PC building and learning about how to build one in the simulator, and doing cool shit. So yeah, welcome in everyone. If you guys need to like go take a rest, go get some water, go get food, do whatever you gotta do. We'll be here for a good little while. No pressure at all. Yeah, thank you all for being here, and thank you for trusting with your community. I really appreciate it. Things are good. We are a little bit tired. We're in a new model thingy. We're just generally vibing. Yeah. We're, I only just now figured that you could rotate. But because this PC, the PSU, ACOG, you mentioned that you wanted your thing to be liquid cooled. Been up for 21 hours? Oh my god. Go sleep if you need to, please. Or if you can or whatever. That's totally fine. After we build this first one, though, we probably want to go EP. Yeah, you want a water-cooled. Kaz, the PSU should be the water-cooled kind, right? A sleeplet because I would want to support. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I can do heart hands at y'all now. It's a little wonky. It's not how I'd actually do heart hands in real life, but I'm memorizing the basic like hand shape so I can like do it and then have it work on the model, and it's really cool. And it's neat. I love this thing. I'm glad that I can actually use it on stream because otherwise it would take up too much CPU before and all that jazz. Yeah, we have Leap Motion first gen. It's just on my desk. Like, it's not the most accurate. Bonk. I've been bonked with a bat! It's not the most accurate because it's on the desk, but it works fine for what we need to do because I don't have the clippy thingy for my neck. And also, I feel like it would get really warm on my neck, and I can't handle that kind of... I can't handle, like, too hot of temperatures sensory-wise. Speaking of, let me actually turn on my computer fan. Thank you for head pats. And bonking. Wow. 2 forms of love at the same time. Why did I say that? Yeah, so PSUs generate a lot of heat. This fan expels hot air. So since it's water cooled, if you're looking, the power supply unit for you should be the water cooled kind, I believe. I am box. This is why we have the box emote. Solid Snake. Believe it or not, I have the neck thingy. Neat. I know Kaz prints them as well. I'm just shouting out Kaz a bunch. If y'all are not following King Kazuma AI, you should, because they're very cool, and they do a lot of cool things that you should check out. I'm always like, and he's been super helpful with like putting things together and stuff, and very cool person. Cool Sibo. Rarg. Main's power. Oh god, let me look at this. The PSU, I'm covering this. Main's power. The PSU takes power from the wall socket. PSUs are rated from 200 watts to 1600 watts, and you need to make sure you have enough wattage for your system. Is there more watts now? Is this accurate for the 2000s? And oh, that's where this plugs into. So this is the thingy that you plug into your thing that you plug into the wall. So install. Oh, it just went right in there. Alright. Sometimes you might have to remove this thing to get it to fit proper. Oh no, that is the thing. You might have to remove things on your case to make things fit. I had to remove one thingy. I just zoned out. I'm so sleepy. We're chilling. Put this thing back in. You guys screw in the screws, and there's a lot of them. Favorite part of any type of build is when the screws go in how they're supposed to reel. I get so scared of like accidentally stripping screws. Yay. I like the parts where they're like puzzle pieces and they go click and they go working. Cause it's like Legos! It's like adult Legos! I love it. So, after you install the power supply, you install the motherboard. At the heart of the PC is the motherboard and all the major components connect to it. Also, it's generally a good idea, if you can, to like, test to make sure power is going to the parts that you need to do when you're building it, so you can make sure that everything's going smoothly. But like, be very careful that you don't like electrocute yourself, which shouldn't be possible, but just be very careful. So like, on most, can I turn the camera? yeah, all the major components connect to it because all your USBs and things will like connect to the thing. So like on some PSUs or some cases, there'll be like a little switch or something on the back, and then you can flip it on and off to make sure that electricity is being sent to the computer or not, to make sure that the power is going in, to make sure your parts are all being powered on properly. And then most motherboards, I don't know if they connect to HDMI automatically or not. Usually, in order to display, it wants the graphics card to be in there, but in some case, it depends on how the motherboard is configured. You can, like, request an already configured motherboard online. It depends on where you buy your motherboard. So, like, some of them will already be just ready to plug and play. Some of them you might have to work with BIOS with, which I don't know anything about BIOS. Hopefully they don't make me do BIOS in here, because that would also involve installing drivers, and updating your drivers is something that is important, but we'll go over that later. I'm just talking about the motherboard. This is the motherboard. It has a bunch of shit on it. Not pooping. So, where are we starting? Can I zoom in? I would like to zoom in, because I think this is important. The power thing is over here. The motherboards need enough power to run the components attached to them, so you usually have more than one connector to the PSU. Usually there'll be different things like that correspond to on the PSU plugs that will correspond with things on the power sockets on the motherboard. So pay attention to those. Some things will tell you. Depends, honestly. Just pay attention to those, because that's important. RAM slots. Usually there's like 4 of them. Or more. So you can like always install more RAM. You can have a shit ton of RAM. These are the slots where the system memory goes. So RAM is a software. No, I'm quoting Amanda from Smosh. Don't take me for granted. Excuse me, hold on. My throat is a little bit clogged. Ow. I poked an eyelash in my eye. Why would I do this to myself? I love that episode. I'm an avid watcher of Smosh. So RAM is basically like temporary memory that your computer... Don't die, we need the instructions! I'm explaining things, but like in a very rudimentary way, so like don't take this from me at all. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm gonna keep this all in one VOD though, because I feel like these should not be split apart too much. I don't know. RAM. I think the current gen is DDR5? Typically you want it to be the same amount. Now you're good. Also, I'm getting EP, so I don't know if I'll retain all of this. That's so valid. Plus, there's always the VOD, so y'all can always, like, watch it back and stuff. We'll try to go faster. But RAM is one of the components that you usually pick. And the music made me go faster. The music woke me up. Yeah. RAM, good, important. Typically you want to go for, like, 64 gigs. In this day and age. 32 is also acceptable. I think, yeah, both my computers are 32 RAM right now. Gigs of RAM. CPU socket. That right there is where the CPU sits. It has a shield that holds it in place. You will also need thermal paste, which you have to be very careful with, because otherwise the thermal paste will go all in the motherboard and it will fuck up your system, and sometimes it cannot be fully cleaned, and that's what happened when my friends tried to help me with the first time. And then I had to buy an entirely new motherboard. But that's fine. It's all good now, and we managed it. We got to work. This is the I/O panel, or ports. These are where you plug in all your peripherals, like your keyboard and mouse, and there's also a headphone slot. There's an Ethernet port right there. Yep. Press the any key. Press blank to... Press F to pay respects. There's a chipset right here. There are processors that support the CPU and manage how it works. Every CPU model has its own bespoke chipset that is designed to get the most from it. F! Press F to pay respects. We're computer nerding the best we can. We're doing really shitty PC education. Oh, that's a CMOS battery. It's used by the motherboard to remember its settings, even when it has no power, even when it's not attached to a PSU. You have to be very careful to make sure your CMOS battery has enough charge in it. And also that it doesn't die, because some motherboards are in motherboard hell for a long time, and so it's best to try and get a battery that matches your motherboard as soon as you can, in case things go to shit. I am holding up okay. I am a little tired, but we're vibing. We're discussing the PC things because Chad has been asking me about computer things, and I wanted to kind of talk about my very limited knowledge, because I have done some computer work in the past. So this is like, I thought it'd be funny. Fun! We are being silly. How are you doing? It's me. I'm Chat. Chat is one entity. You are all combined into one entity that is Chat. Also, we have hands. My wife does all this for me because I'd set everything on fire. Mood. I mistakenly put in the hands of one friend to help me. But it's fine. But then I had to completely rebuild it. So technically I built it at least once. So maybe I know a little bit what I'm doing. We are Chat. We are one being. We are a hive mind. What's that? What? I need to use that as a TikTok. There's like a TikTok audio going on that's like a bunch, it's like bug audio where it's like area. But we should have you guys be the little bugs. We can rebuild it. You have the technology. Mostly. What ended up being the problem though is there was too much thermal paste on the motherboard that got into the wrong ports, and then so then the final build isn't me, it's the computer store, because they're like, oh yeah, we'll just like, they're like, oh, the motherboard was the problem, we'll just like put the whole thing back together for you and stuff. And I was like I almost read Trash Menu's message. It was not good, but it's fine. I love how I love the little bouncy little top part of my head has when I like do the little move. It's so cute. Thank you for putting that in. Standoffs. Motherboards are screwed to the case using standoffs which hold the motherboard away from the middle of the case. Also, it's very important to make sure your cooling is working, because thank you. I think a lot of problems that Windows XP, at least the Windows XP computers I had, is that the motherboard got fried because we didn't have proper fans back then for like desktop things and the things that my siblings and I would work on, like We ran PBS Kids Cartoon Studio, which probably was a little bit too much on that computer at the time, but we had to like replace it because the motherboard got a little too fried for its liking. So make sure your cooling is good. At least we have proper cooling that is available to everyone now, and I rotated it the wrong way. There we go. HDD SATA ports. But newer ones have SSD, I guess. I don't know what year this came out. These ports are called SATA, serial ATA ports. They're where the hard drives are connected. And then there's front panel headers. This is where you attach all the ports and buttons on your case to the motherboard. Because your USB things for the top panel and stuff, or front panel, can connect to that. So then we install this. We put it there. Where is it? No, not the Twitch ad! Actually, hold on. I'm gonna take a quick tiny break to just chill and relax for a bit and like rest my voice, because we're kind of starting to lose it, my voice. We actually might end stream in like a little bit, because I don't think my voice was meant to keep going for this long, and I'm kind of starting to lose my voice. I don't want to lose that. I might post. We'll definitely do a part 2 if we run out of time. Oh god, what the hell? You can also move your mouse to do that. Okay. Yeah. Do we have to? Oh, we have to screw in the standoffs ourselves? They don't come in pre-screwed? Okay. That's fine, I guess. So then we screw these into the case. We put them in. Part 2 of streaming this, probably. But they'll be it'll always be uploaded to the archive channel. And then Twitch VODs are always available to watch on here for like 60 days after the initial stream. Make sure to add lots of RGB to make the PC go faster. All the lights, because light is fast. I think we get access to lights if we go in the career mode, which I think would be fun to do the career mode in this. But also we have so many games that are on that we need to do on here. Light speed. Isn't new? I think light speed is it light speed for the Logitech wireless thingy? Is what they call it too? Although be careful, with Logitech G733s. I know when I build my PC, only want the cooling to be the light. Ooh, RGB cooling. That would be cool. Oh, connecting to the motherboard to the 8-pin ATX. Oh, connected to this. Oh, neat. So what that just did is, also you want to make sure your cable management is good, so you thread things through that. I have the Logitech mouse wire because I don't trust wireless mouse for gaming. I have a, it's called it's a Red Dragon wireless mouse, and it's actually very, very good. It works, and you can use it wired too. I'm sure there is RGB cooling somewhere. It's out there. I want to look behind the computer. I want to see. Look, they put the cords through the thing. So, like, you can use different cords, different slots to put different cords and shit. It's really cool. This one is the one that connects to the front panel. The Central Processing Unit. CPU is the PC's brain. It performs calculations based on information from some components and passes the results to others. It's a big math machine. That's what these things all are. It's so tiny. So this little thingy is very important. So there's the pins. The CPU has, let me actually flip this over this way. The CPU has pins that plug into the socket on the motherboard. Each CPU model has its own pin layout and orientation in the socket. Also, Intel stickers used to have this thing where, on the back, it would put, like, the, circuitry model for the piece, for the CPU on the back of the sticker, and it looked so cool. But they don't do that with newer models anymore, and I think they should bring that back, because having that little hollow circuitry is really cute, and a lot of nostalgic things need to be brought back, because they're just simply very cool. We have a processor. The processor, or die. What? Why is it just, damn, I wasn't expecting to get death threats this stream. I miss CD drives. We talked about that earlier. I love CD drives and DVD drives. I wish the PS3, like, was... I want a PS3, but also I'm so scared because I'm terrified of red lights of death and yellow lights of death. I just never ever want to encounter that. Like, because the PS3 problem is still, like, limited. It's, like, a specific thing that's, like, hard to do, but there's, like, 2 different ones that the problem could be, and it's like, don't future-proof it. Do future-proof it. And I just don't want to deal with that. But at least the PS3 did Blu-rays, regular DVDs, and CDs. I miss that. Why can't... I want to play a CD on my PS5. I want to play the cool music. But no. That's to go to my computer. At least I can do that with the USB thing, but... I love physical media too much. So this processor is the chip that does all the calculations. It's very delicate and is tightly packed, so it gets hot quickly. Media conservation is so important, but oh my god. The future is now, old man. It sucks that capitalism hates it. Like, all these places are trying to sue Internet Archive. Even though Internet Archive is, like, the only place that has a ton of things. And... just, please, if you all can, definitely support, like, archival projects and stuff, because I think those are very cool. And I don't want Internet Archive to be taken down, because it's such a valuable resource. Like, they have so many cool books that, like, aren't available, like, anywhere else. Like, some books are, like, completely out of print. You can't get them physically anymore. They're scanned up there, and it's nice. But people keep trying to sue them, and it sucks, because they're not even breaking any, like, rules and shit. And they're just trying to conserve things, and it sucks because, like, for some places, emulation is, like, the only, and piracy is, like, the only way to play certain games anymore. This is Spaced Out Lie. Support anti-capitalism. Thumbs up. I'm doing a thumbs up. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like me doing a thumbs up. But that's because I'm... There we go. Thumbs up. Heat plate. This CPU has a heat plate that is attached directly to the processor. This is designed to quickly get the CPU's heat away to the CPU cooler. Yar har har. Yar har 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 har. You are a pirate. I love having the stream deck so much. I can remember the clip as soon as I say something funny that I'm like, damn, that would make a good clip. I can just clip it, and with that we unsubscribe. No! Oh, we have to open the CPU shield because it has like a thingy. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. Lovely. We can install the CPU. We have to put it right there. We have to close the shield. The CPU gets very hot. You can clip it. You have the technology. Lather the... Do not lather the thermal paste! Do not! No! Have y'all seen those videos where there's like this one guy that will just absolutely torture these poor PCs with so much thermal paste? And it's funny, but it's also like, you could have, hopefully that guy only does it with like very old and defunct technology that like was more commonplace, because like, I don't know, it feels kind of wasteful to do it with like things that people could be using. So I'm like, my tiny brain that wants to share everything is like, ugh! Lick it? Forbidden computer yogurt. We have to apply the thermal paste to prove the conductivity between it and the cooler. And don't eat the thermal paste. There's like one guy that used like, I don't know, jelly is marshmallow fluff is thermal paste or some shit. A spoonful. A spoonful of thermal paste helps the medicine go down. We can, oh, it puts a singular dot. That works. We can install the CPU cooler. There are two main cooling types: air, water, earth, fire. Wait, that's not cooling. These are the four nations that you're not my mom. You can't tell me when and where I can eat thermal paste. Let me eat the thermal paste, mother. I ran out of breath being silly. I ran out of breath. Wait, we need, this one is an air cooler, so if you want the water cooling, I think it'll like peanut butter and thermal paste, just like grandma used to dot make. Dot blend. I love when I try and like, I didn't realize how much I like pull my eyebrows sometimes, like as like a stim or something, or like hold myself down. Sometimes it like pulls up my other hand. This is so cool. I keep like, I'm just, y'all can see how much I stim and shit when I'm live and shit. That's why sometimes you'll see things that are like on the thing, but there's no gameplay progress. I thought you were messing with your hair. This one's, it's hair too, cause your boy has really thick hair. So I have to like pull it out of my face sometimes because I'm like, I'm overheating already. My mother was a hamster and my father smelled of elderberries. Hair stream. No. Hair cutting stream, but it's just me going done. That's actually how my haircuts go. Because I cut my own hair because it's cheaper, and also it's just really hard to get anyone else to do the style that I specifically wanted. Get out the razor. We're going bald. Also, how do we... Bzz. I wanted to do a bald redeem. We'll work on that later. Because I think we can hide pieces of the mesh. Or was that VTuber Plus? Oh shit, I messed up. We gotta go bald. Ah! Was that VTuber Plus or can Vignon do that? Or we would need a separate model for that, maybe? Because I tried looking for that in Vignon and I could not figure it out. You can do it in Vignon. Oh! Neat. Vignon for the win. Vignon is so cool. I love it so much. Because it lets us get bonked. There's several ways, but it has to be set up in Unity. Oh, okay. Unity is so scary. Oh yeah, this is the cooler. I keep getting distracted. It's okay. I got like some fucking email. That's why I'm here. Distraction, thank you. Is very appreciated. To make Unity, scary Unity attack me instead, thank you. That was very appreciated. Can I Junko pose? I cannot Junko pose. I'll eat Santa cry for. Oh, I'm sorry. The sand that goes into the blender. Heatsink fins? Fins. Cause like fishing. The fins give a large surface area for the CPU's heat to be dissipated. Cooler plate. This plate makes contact with the CPU through the thermal paste. Blows up pancakes with mind. My fucking I think there's like an explosion. Is there an explosion Vignon effect? Cause that actually might be too violent. I don't know. I think it would be funny to do the explosion effect that's in Deltarune. And then it just knocks me over. Not that I'm aware of, but now I want it. I am the embodiment of ADD. That's just the Neurospicy chat. That's what this is. Did I already do the power? This fan needs power, and this cable is plugged into a dedicated CPU fan socket on the motherboard, because the motherboard can handle the passing of the power to the fan. The fan blows through the hot reality of smoking peanut. Who's? It's our newest form of medieval type torture. We should bring back torture to the newer day. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is a bad idea. That is cruel and... What's the cruel and something punishment? I thought that said CPU cock under me for it. You see that? That's a line from Twitter. I thought this said CPU cock. Smoking the CPU cock. That's what happens if you don't put a fan on your CPU or a cooling system. You gotta have a cooling system for your CPU, otherwise it'll fuck up. I think it was Young Thug. Bracket. The bracket attaches the cooler to the motherboard. Each CPU model has its own bracket size and shape. So that's why you gotta make sure everything's compatible, because it's so complicated. We put this bitch on. Oh, we can rotate it? Why do I have to rotate it? It's working! It's working! We're cooling it with the power of our mouse! This is how virtual machines work, by the way. I love the Sans Undertale thing. Why was it? Click, hold, connect cables. Did I rotate it the correct way? Infinite cooling. Connect fan. Connect motherboard. Carries... I'm realizing there's things that I should be rooting, but it's okay. Carries power from the motherboard to the CPU fan. Install the graphics card. The next important component is the graphics processing unit, the GPU. GPUs are often mini computers in themselves with their own processors and memory to calculate the complex visuals of today's games. It's okay. We ain't reading anyway. I'm reading out loud. This is like an adult story time or some shit. Oh, this is the GPU. It is naked! Oh wait, no. That's how it looks on the bottom. Usually. It only has 2 fans. Interesting. The GPU gets hot and needs a large heat sink and fan to keep it cool. It is pretty sad. No, I'm sorry. At the heart of the GPU is the graphics. Good GPUs are kinda hot, not gonna lie. Not an attractiveness! This is the part where where's the part where Dumbledore gets around? You guys can see me slamming my fist on the desk! Oh god, I love when it like glitches behind my head or some shit. That's so funny. the GPU is the graphics processor. It turns instructions from the CPU into something you can see on your screen. That's why you have to plug in your thing to the HDMI port. PCI connector. That's not the PCI connector. This little thing over here fits into the PCI slot of the motherboard. And most motherboards have a dedicated slot just for GPUs. Another part why you gotta make sure your motherboard is compatible with everything. Excuse me. Where's the... What's next? Backplate. This thing. This is the back... Oh god. Right here is the backplate. The backplate, it sits in the rear of the case and contains the connectors that go to your screen like the HDMI display port. Yes. So this one has... This one's VGA. Right here? That's fucking VGA. Oh, there's an HDMI slot. And there's another one that I don't remember the name of. Let's install this bitch. We gotta take out the case part. We unscrew it. And we install it. Oh, yeah, it just goes right in there like a little sandwich. And then you screw it in. Next is the memory, or RAM. Random access memory. RAM is very fast memory that the CPU uses to hold the programs that are running on the PC. RAM comes in sticks, and many of the same type can be combined to give the PC more memory to use. So, usually more memory, very good. 64 gigs, very, very nice. Can we go higher than 64 gigs? Is there 128? Oh, that's my favorite Daft Punk album. Ooh, Fly Acto Fly! Is this the one that has ebb and flow at the end? It's not telling me. We'll figure it out when we get to it. Let me look at the damn... Okay, we only have one stick of RAM. This is wonderful. Memory chips. The chips on a stick of RAM are very fast types of memory designed to hold programs so the computer can access them as quickly as possible. RAM connects to the motherboard with a special connector. This is this thing. Each type of RAM has a special notch cut out to make sure you don't put the wrong type together. It's okay, we'll just download more RAM. How does downloading more RAM actually work, or is that a scam? Or is that just a thing? What does downloading more RAM actually do? Oh yeah, it also has locks on the side that can grip the RAM in there and hold it into place, and you have to like press really hard on the locks to like get them to come back up. And I wanted to zoom in, but there's the little notches right here to make sure that you put it in there. Certified V-Bucks! Oh yes, we're using our PC for crypto mining. Absolutely not. What the fuck was that? Was there dust falling? There was dust falling on my PC. That was scary. I did not like that. So we gotta open these memory clips, because usually they're closed. And then, okay, we do have 2 sticks of RAM. It's small, but it's much quicker to access than a hard disk. When you buy 12 gigs of RAM, you got 100 Robux for free. We put the RAM in there. Usually it'll lock up automatically if you press it down in hard enough. Robux commissions. The last major component. I have never played Roblox in my life. I tried playing like the iPad edition one time. I did not understand any of it. We might try again on the PC thing, which might be funny. We'll just go to really cursed worlds. And also the Royal High one is something. I don't know anything about that. That's the only one I know from like Aspen. The last major component is the hard disk drive, the HDD, or an SSD. SSD is faster, or an M.2. Roblox is weird. I tried that game that looked like Call of Duty. It was very laggy. What's that other one they have? Bloxburg? I don't know. The hard drive stores all the data for the operating system, the programs, and the user's photos, music, and videos. This thing. Oh my god, this is an old one. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckerberg. So the SATA power is right here. These connectors are used to connect the HDD to the motherboard, SATA, and the power supply. That's only 64 megabytes of space? That is so much prawn in the motherfucker. There's also a spinning disc in here, which is what the HDDs use. As a disc inside that spins, a bit like a DVD. The faster the disc spins, the faster the data can be accessed. Some server drives can spin at over 15,000 RPM, rotations per minute. I think SSDs use more similar to flash storage nowadays, is what they call it. We open the drive bay. It's the long-term memory of the PC. It's comparatively slow to access, but much larger than RAM. Solid-state drive, pretty much flash. Yeah. There's like a thing for the certain type of storage that the Wii U uses, where the storage is a little bit wonky, and you have to make sure. You have to keep your Wii U plugged in at all times, basically. It's bad to keep it like unplugged because otherwise the way that the storage system works is all weird. So you have to be like really careful with it. Close the drive bay, assuming that your HDD can fit in the drive bay, and then you connect it to the thing. It won't let me look at the back. Let me look at the back, damn it! Wii U Breath of the Wild was better than Switch? I haven't played the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild, although, because at least you could look at the map and the game. I love Wii U versions of games, honestly. The Wii U, people shit on the Wii U a ton, but I love it so much. It's such a cool little thing. Like, I guess for people that already had a Wii, they're like, eh. But I didn't already have a Wii, and I wanted to play Splatoon 1. So and Twilight Princess, and because that's like, Wind Waker, and, the other Zelda DS games, because that's like the only way you can like access them legally. If you have the physical well, actually the DS ones, you have to have the thing, but I downloaded them already, so we already have them! That was very intense, I'm sorry. But we have all the main, Wii was underrated because it was just a mix between the Switch and the Wii. I love my Wii U so much. I got it for like my birthday when I was 18. And I just love it. And I'm so mad that Nintendo was removing. I also love my 3DS too. I still have one. That's what we used for, what's it called? For renting Wii games we play, because it works! And it's so good! I still have my I hate that they're removing online functionality. At least Pretendo exists, which I will be switching over my Wii U and 3DS to Pretendo when it's more available, I think is what it is. So there's that, thankfully, and then like at least Wii U, with Pretendo Splatfest can still happen. Because I've never experienced Splat 1 or Splat 2 Splatfest because I didn't get into the game soon enough, which I should have. But also I did really enjoy playing through the story modes on here, so there's that. We gotta connect this thing. Connect the HDD to the PSU, and it doesn't let me look at the back, which is silly! Let me look at the whole thing. The 3DS got me into Animal Crossing Legend of Zelda. I remember, like, when, I think it was the DS. Because they were playing the new Super Mario Brothers when I was in 1st grade. And I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. And then when my friends got a DSi for their birthday, and I was so invested with all the girly games on there. And I love girly games. I love that the DS brought a lot more girly games into the thing. Tomodachi Life the GOAT! I need to play those. That's actually one I think would be really fun on stream, because we could make, like, chat and, do all kinds of silly things. Okay, this one's the one that has ebb and flow. No, this is not the one that has ebb and flow. We already listened to this, like, pretty recently, so we're gonna skip it. Mario Party! I have so many games I want to play on here. That'd be a cool, like, once a week thing. True, but also we are doing once a week already. We'll get to it eventually. I have so many things in the queue. You could check on them during your off time. Maybe. We'd have to, hopefully Citra is good enough to work on that. But also I did figure out we could play, drawing DS games with our drawing tablet, which would be so much fun as well. We gotta connect the motherboard to this thing, or connect the thing. More cooling. It's very fun for simple streams. That would be a lot of fun. I think I have it downloaded. I'll have to check on it. We'll add it to the. It's on the queue, the extremely long and convoluted queue. We have so many things planned. I think we were also planning to do Miitopia on stream. I have the Switch one, which is like the newest version of it. I know some. Me too. A lot of ideas I'm like, they're already on my little list, which is very, very long, and I need to. I don't know if I can share my Apple Notes publicly or something, or like I need to move them to my backlogged page or something so other people can see them, but there's like a lot of things where we have so many things I want to do and play and access to things, and it's always I'm losing my voice, so I have to be more careful and quiet. So let me go closer to the microphone. I get too excited. I can't be like too high energy for too long because then I lose my voice and then it's not the best. What was the thing I was talking about? Call us a night, we can finish this another time. Yeah. Well, let me save this. We'll finish the last parts of the PC. We're gonna finish the last parts of this default PC and then we'll be done. We're going hyper focus mode. All the components of the PC give out heat. Case fans will help keep the temperatures down by moving the hot air out of the case. Also, my nose it's this literally the last part. We got motor and fins. Many fans and motherboards support variable speeds, so the fan only runs as fast as it needs to. Yes, but you can like put that in the BIOS to like have adjustable fans and stuff. The fins control which way the air moves. Look out for an arrow on the side of the fan to show which way the fan blows. We install in it. Where are you going? Right here. Yoink. 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 And yoink. Also, we were going to try and do TikTok live with this, but it disconnected my live access to TikTok, and I'm kind of mad about it. So we have to wait 13 more hours, and then we might do like a TikTok stream or something where we're just we have to do 2 TikTok streams in order to keep our access, because it doesn't like you only going live once a week, which is silly because I sometimes only have the capacity to go live once a week. It's not very disabled friendly. Now we just need to replace all the covers to protect those delicate components. Ain't no way it is. It takes a long time and it's a lot of bending, which is why it's difficult. It was difficult for me. But like, these are like all the basic components you need to make it run. It's just those basic parts. You can put in like other things like a DVD drive. But like, it's pretty simple. It's like, time to save up! Yes! Join us in the PC gaming community! Now we need to plug in all the cables and power the PC on. We need to do that, yes. Oh, wonderful. This one is the USB mouse, which goes into any of these slots. Probably this one. We will plug in, that's the HDMI. Goes into the graphics card port. Make sure you put it in that port specifically. Honestly, I wish I played this before I put my PC together, because I would have been more like, oh, that's what this is. This goes in the PSU. Look at that. Then the keyboard goes... I'm gonna put it over here. We have several slots for things. And then... we power the... God! Jesus! We did it. We built a computer. Oh, and it's like actually running. Cool. We did it. All right. We're just chatting.